Welcome to Second Take, the show that focuses on the issues behind the news. Mining Weekly editor Martin Creamer joins me today to unpack the latest in the mining industry. Welcome, Martin.
Thanks, Ashley.
Can you tell us about Impala Platinum's plan to develop a 100 megawatt plus solar energy plant in the Northwest Province?
Yes, they've invited expressions of interest. This is very good. They don't have an enormous amount of land to actually build as much solar power as renewable power as they need. But this is a good start at around about 100 megawatts, over 100 megawatts. So I'm sure those expressions of interest will come in, but they have been looking in the past as well for wind energy. So that's off-site. And there they got an incredible response. So they'll be needing more like 290 megawatts rather than the 100 megawatts. So there's a long way to go because that Rustenburg mine is big and it is deep, and it'll require a lot of effort there because I think it is the biggest consumer of electricity right throughout that group. They have been doing some solar power and some renewable energy power in the other mines, but this one is going to be the big challenge.
And with a high demand for gold, South Africa has an opportunity to recover gold from mine dump material.
Yes, along our eyesight here from East Rand to West Rand, we know there are a lot of dumps, and they're talking about 30 million ounces being in that. That's something like R500 billion. That's an enormous amount of money, and it's something that you can do fairly quickly. And there's no doubt that we need to be doing more in gold. I mean, we used to be huge in gold. That's why we've got the dumps. We sort of declined a lot, probably more than we should have, because of all the activities that were going on here. We're not really positive for gold mining. But here we've got this opportunity. We've also got a rand that needs strengthening. And if we could get that gold going out of here, it would be a very big plus for our South African economy. And it'll be a very big environmental plus, because as you clear that all away, you free land, you can do much more with it. You can bring people closer to town. There are all sorts of efforts that can be done. We need a lot of tree planting as well around the town, so there could be a great new vista of activity around here if they just took this seriously, which I don't know why they don't.
And lastly, South Africa needs to secure future demand for its platinum group metals.
Yes, we are the biggest suppliers of platinum group metals. The price of platinum is not that hot at the moment. And it is also, when you look forward, there'll be a period where there's a change from our normal ICE vehicles, which are internal combustion engines, going towards battery electric vehicles. And there's a period there where there is a bit of fear that there could be a temporary downturn in demand. So, we dare not lose this industry, because if you look at the multiplier picture, it's affecting at least 2 million people, directly and indirectly, with jobs. And I feel that a greater national effort needs to be made. There has been a lot of marketing effort, but we know that the real effort has got to be made in fuel cell electric vehicles. That is where massive demand can come. We know that there's a hydrogen economy that will contribute with the electrolyzers, but there was also competition in there. The PEM electrolyzer are the ones that we need to push. There are also alkaline electrolyzers. So there's a lot of competition in that area, but it'll be a good contributor because we need the hydrogen as well. But where you really get those ounces multiplying, if you get into the fuel cell electric vehicles, and there are 80,000 of those on the road at the moment. There should be many more. There should be major marketing efforts in China, in Europe, and the US, but particularly Europe and China are responding. And if those markets, particularly the Chinese market, can go, it'll be fantastic for us as a creator of demand for metals that we're mining, and we can supply that market. Whereas if you're running around for metals for the battery electric vehicles, you're going here, you're going there, you're going everywhere. It's a disjointed effort, and you see car manufacturers panicking and grabbing shares in various mining companies. I mean, car manufacturers grabbing shares in mining companies so that they can be sure of a bit of cobalt and the various metals and minerals that they need for battery electric vehicles, which are very metals intensive. Here, you've got a far more well exercised and a long-established mining operation that is going along in a way that it can supply the market now, but if it needs to move faster, it can. The plans are there. So I think it's a much better way of solving this climate crisis, and we're not going to call it climate change any longer. It's going to be called climate crisis.
Thanks for speaking with us, Martin.
Thanks, Ashley.
That's it for today. Join us again next week for more news analysis on the local and global mining industries. To subscribe to Creamer Media's Engineering News and Mining Weekly, please email subscriptions at creamermedia.co.za.